What is Satan, the Lord of Darkness, the adversary of humanity, the king of all evil? Is he the God of darkness, or is he somebody that was misunderstood? In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you the secret behind Satan, how to call on him, and why you should do it. Hello everybody, my name is Morpheus Darkson. I am a witch based in India. I have been performing magic for the last 6 years, and I am an experienced of the Qliphothic and the Infernal path. In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you the secret behind Satan. What part does he play in our worldview, and how we should call upon him, and whether we should actually do it. So, what is Satan? Satan is a demon of darkness. He's a demon of destruction, the demon of evil. He's the devil, the evil person, the evil god, the evil demon, or whatever you want to call it. Some people associate Satan with Lucifer, but it is in fact incorrect. Lucifer is the angel of light. He's the angel who teaches us. He has the Promethean torch, and he teaches us that we should fight and revolt for better. We should fight for what we deserve, and we should not accept tyranny. But Satan is different. Satan is a very interesting figure, because the way we hear about Satan, it is very different in each of the parts of the Bible. In the Old Testament, Satan is a divine angel of God. He is the angel who gives trauma to Job, and he is an evil deity who is doing everything to help God. But in the New Testament, there is something different. There is the idea that Satan is in fact the devil and the enemy of God. There was something that changed, wasn't it? According to the Gnostics, the Satan of the New Testament is actually the God of the Old Testament. Imagine this. In the Old Testament, you have the eye for an eye. And Jesus said, you might have heard about taking the eye for an eye, but I tell you that if you get slapped on one cheek, you should raise the other. Does that sound like God or the child of that God from the Old Testament? It does not, doesn't it? That's why certain sects of Marcion and other groups believed that this Old Testament God was different. It was an evil, vile God that they called Satan, or the adversary. In modern occultism, Satan is seen as a demon of darkness, the demon that teaches us to fight for darkness. And darkness does not truly mean evil. If it meant, that would be way more different. The darkness that we associate with Satan is the darkness of humanity, the inner darkness that we possess. I remember when I was doing my first path working with Satan, I summoned him, and he took one look at me and said, nope, go work with your own shadow and then come back to me. And it is interesting because Satan, the way he is described in various texts, he is seen as the archetypal shadow of humanity, or in some texts, the shadow of God. But the shadow self that we have within us is very real. It is a very real deity or being that lives inside of us that we have chained down, at least for most people. And the shadow is a very defined tool that can be used for progress in your life, but not a lot of people can do it. And Satan says that you need to work with the shadow in order to work with me, because when he works with you, he causes so much discomfort that it is going to make your shadow break away from you if you do not have a proper handle on it. And the way Satan works is by giving you challenges. Satan is the adversary. He's the adversary of humanity. He's the adversary of God. He's even the adversary of devils or demons or whatever you want to call them. Satan is a very interesting figure because in the Qliphoth, Satan is ruling the high heavens with Moloch. And Moloch in planetary energies can be seen as Pluto, the fiery red planet of power that was taken away from the sun. But there is another sphere that is beside him, or a planet rather. That is Neptune. Neptune is primordial oceans, the oceanic dark god. Because oceans has always been connected to death and always been connected to darkness. And that is Satan. Satan is a dark abyss that goes beyond our world. And in a way, Satan is always around us and is always testing us. The way we become better is by calling upon Satan and by using his energies in order to transform ourselves. I'm not telling you to worship Satan. I'm not telling you to call on him always. I'm not telling you to become a devout follower of Satan. What I want you to do is learn about him. Satan is a very interesting figure. In proper occult workings, Satan is the adversarial aspect of life. He is the devil that has manifested on the earth in order to teach humanity that you need to have to fight in order to proceed in your life. In order to have progress, you have to destroy your old aspect. And maybe that is why he's always connected by occultists to Shiva, because he is a destructive deity. He destroys life, he destroys people, and then he gives them tools in order to rebuild it. So calling about Satan and Moloch is very interesting in that way, because Satan destroys and Moloch creates. Satan is a trial of water, the trial of death, the trial of the abyss. But Moloch is a trial of fire. He's the fire that engulfed all the children or newborn. And the esoteric meaning of child sacrifice refers to the idea that people have sacrificed the future in order to appease the old god. And Moloch refers to that. Moloch is a god of darkness in that way. He takes away people's life. He takes away people's livelihood. He takes away people's future, because children are the future of humanity. And he takes them away. And by that logic, because two of them come together, that creates the twin serpent of Thomael. And that is, if you look around the world, you will see that that is the pervasive energy that is going through the world. I don't want to get it all political into this, but abortion. That is technically what this thing does. But there are other ways as well that they manifest in our world. I'm not telling you to follow this ideology. I'm not telling you to follow that. I'm just giving you all the tools that you need to learn about. If you are an occultist, if you're watching this video till now, then you have a future. You have the opportunity to transform your life. And I want you to do it. I want you to use the tools that I've given you and call upon the devils and to become better than everybody else in your life. If you want to learn more about me, then click on the first link in my description and join my Patreon. I have various tools that you can utilize on there. And I will see you in my next video. So if you want to learn more, then watch the video on the screen right now. And I will see you in my next video. Goodbye. Have a great day and take care.